Yo, what up folks, Trev TCG here, and we're looking at the new version of the Enigmatic Incarnation Fires deck in Explorer, taking advantage of some new Phyrexia tools, and yeah, let's hop into it. And so in this version of the deck, we're taking advantage of all 5 colours. We'll get into the mana base afterwards, but let's take a minute to stop on the new things. The first way, we're playing one Atraxa, kind of at the top of the curve, which you can find, along with our Titan of Industry and Agent of Treachery to find those 7 drops we can get off of Leyline Binding. At 5, obviously, one of the main gets for the deck is Elesh Norn, and then we've kind of built the rest of the deck kind of tuning around that. Those are the main new things, but there are also some other recent additions. And I'll start off into. So obviously we're playing Yorion, got an 80 card deck, we've got a Firebolt which we'll go through. And after this we'll play some best of 3 ranked as well. So at 2 we've got Trial Ambition. Very straightforward. ETB, target opponent sacrifices a creature. Really good early removal, and obviously you can either sacrifice this to get 3 drops later, or alternatively blink it with Yorion to reuse all the effects. Then we have Bitter Reunion, just simply ETB, discard a card, draw 2 cards, and then later on in the game, that ability to sacrifice it to give creatures haste is really useful. And then other removal we have at 2 is Omen of the Forge. Comes in, does the damage to any target, holds the fort down versus aggro decks. Unfortunately we don't have like Oath of Chandra, but this has the ability to have flash as well, which is quite nice. And again, we can like recur this, like all the enchantments, obviously we can return them into the battlefield effects, or pod them away with Enigmatic Incarnation, which is kind of the core of the deck. And the last thing, which we eventually got in Explorer Anthology 2, is Lineage's Presence. Makes your lands every basic land type, obviously lets you cast all your spells, and lets you cast Leyline Binding for very little cost, which is really handy. And of course, draws a card when it enters the battlefield, and then when you're done using it, you can again pod that away with Enigmatic Incarnation. Let's talk about Incarnation itself, and just skip to Forge for a second before we go through all the different bullets that we're getting with it. But Enigmatic Incarnation is the kind of the namesake card of the deck. It's a 4 mana, blue, 2 blue-green. At the beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice another enchantment. If you do, search your library for each card with mana value equal to 1 plus the sacrifice to the enchantment's mana value. Put that card onto the battlefield, then shuffle. And so we have all these enchantments, and then we're going to sacrifice them to go and find creatures. And so we have a lineup of different bullets that we can find with Incarnation. And the other thing about this that's really cool to decks that are playing Fires of Invention, obviously letting you double spell, because you're getting to use Enigmatic Incarnation to kind of like keep upgrading creatures and stuff. We also have a bunch of like cycle lands, that kind of thing that we can take advantage of not having to use our mana for. But yeah, Fires just really lets us kind of pop off, cast as many spells as possible, and do all kinds of things. So then we've got the bullets. So first up we've got Moonblast Cleric, which lets you search for either the Enigmatic Incarnation or the Fires. Both are super important. Just a nice one of. And obviously, once you have if you've got Incarnation without Fires, you can then go get a Moonblast Cleric, sacrificing one of your 2 mana enchantments to then go find the other half. We have a Skyclave Apparition, fairly straightforward. Glassclaw Mimic is a nice one because it lets you reuse any of the effects that you've used before. As long as the creature's still in play, obviously. But lets you get multiple instances basically out of some of your other creatures. Callous Blood Mage is also a nice one. The ability to exile target player's graveyard versus some matchups is really useful, but otherwise you can kind of like get some value either card draw or making creatures to block. Fable is obviously excellent. It's another enchantment they're playing here, kind of in the midst of our 3 drops. But yeah, best enchantment in the format, maybe. Well, maybe. Like, these are all really good. But hey. Moving on with the rest of the bullets, we've got Deputy Detention. They deal with problematic non-land permanents, can hit creatures if you need to. Obviously, dies to get it back. Night of Autumn, excellent. Zero Eternal Scheme is an interesting one. It's a really nice card to tutor for versus aggro decks, if you can. Enchantment creatures you control have Death Touch, Lifelink, and Hexproof. And then 1 and a white to make a non-aura enchantment you control become a creature. And it has power and toughness equal to its mana value. So like you start animating Leyline Bindings and like swinging in for 6 with like Lifelink, which is pretty nuts. And it gives them Hexproof as well. There's a 1 for it that survives most of the removal. But yeah, versus aggro you can kind of toot this out, and then all of a sudden you can start animating your enchantments to go and attack with, which is pretty nice. Then obviously, yeah, we've got Fires, Enigmatic, 1 copy of Siege Rhino. An old classic, really. Helps you hold down the fort versus aggro, but also gives you like lets you start putting a clock on your opponent. Obviously, being able to use any of these enter the battlefield that's with Elesh Norn is nice, but when you're blinking stuff again, you can kind of kill people with like Shield Rhino. You do have a little bit of reach between Siege Rhino, like the Omens of the Forge, and that kind of thing. Obviously, you've got Yorion to recur them all. So moving on to 5, obviously Elesh Norn is one of the best cards in the deck. You only play one copy still. That's all the creatures in the deck are one copies, except kind of Yorion, but this one's on the sideboard, obviously. Just being able to reuse all your stuff, and you get to go tutor for it. Sometimes in a quick sprint, you might have to go like Fires, Enigmatic Incarnation, sacrifice the Fires. But Elesh Norn's ability to also turn your opponents and to backfield triggers off is really, really powerful. And obviously, being able to double all your silver bullets is amazing. And then also at 5, we have our Kenrith, one copy. Often lets you just kind of like surprise clock your opponents out of nowhere with that all creatures gain trample and haste ability, but gives you a bunch of different utility as well. And with the mana base we have, we can take advantage of all the different modes. Then we have one copy of Yorion in the main deck, as well as the companion one that we can go tutor for. So we reuse all our effects early. Is very nice to have. Tollsmith is great, helps you stabilize the board versus aggro. Not only does it make itself, which is a 3/3 and a wolf, but it also then gets to also fight something. You gain some life as well. Obviously, again, like all these are all get into the battlefield effects that are good to blink. Leyline Binding, another card that kind of holds everything together, giving you like a really, really versatile removal spell at a pretty discounted price because we're playing a lot of like Tri-lands. And then Leyline Binding is the 6-mana enchantment that you then will sacrifice to tutor up your 7s. So we have an Agent of Treachery, the opponent's stuff. Titan of Industry, just kind of on rate the most powerful thing you can do for 7 mana normally in the format. And then Atraxa, which just draws a pile of cards. And then also, like Flying, Vigilance, Death Touch, Lifelink, 7/7, is a pretty beefy body as well. So, the mana base, let's start at the bottom. So, 2 Indata Triome, 2 Survive Triome, a single Spyro's Headquarters, 2 Jetmir's Garden, 2 Zeator's Proving Ground, so a bunch of copies of the different Tri-lands, 2 Rafine's Tower, then we've got some shocks here, 3 Breeding Pool, 2 Temple Garden, a farmland, 3 Sacred Foundry, a Stomping Ground, a Rockfall Vale, an Overgrown Tomb, a Stormcarved Coast, 2 Steam Vents, a Watery Grave, a Godless Shrine, 2 Hallow Fountain, a Boseiju, an Ottawara, and a Plains. There you go. Yeah, quite a long mana base. There will be a deck list in the description if you want to copy it, because obviously seeing it on screen is not actually super helpful. And then in the sideboard, obviously we have Yorion, our companion. We have 4 copies of Rest in Peace. Just the matchups where you want it, you just want to be able to draw it. And then also, if you draw extra copies, you can then pod them away with Enigmatic Incarnation to 3 drops that you actually do want. We have an alternate 7. I saw someone playing a Tyrant X in a list. I was like, seems fun to try. Another new card from Phyrexia, but obviously, huge 8/8 trample, ward 4, almost hexproof, haste, and then toxic 4. And obviously, with trample, if it tramples over you for 1 point of damage, it's going to do that 4 toxic, so 3 attacks will kill your opponent no matter what most of the time. We have a Coma, again, just kind of some versatile, but some different 7s we can decide to switch in and out depending on the matchup. A couple of temporary lockdown versus aggro, 4 Mystical Dispute, either versus control or kind of combo decks, and then a couple of Supreme Verdicts, again, either aggro or even some mid-range matchups which are more creature focused. These are really, really solid. So, all that being said, let's hop into some ranked games. And if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel. More Explorer content coming, and we've got Shadows of Innistrad, which just got announced to come out in like 3 weeks, which is wild, and I'm super, super excited. So hey. And if you have decks to want to see, let me know too. But yeah, I'll hop into some ranked games. Hey, here we go. Match number 1 coming up. Walkman. Takes me back. Bit of Sony Ericsson. Alright. See what we got. Opponent on the play. Not one more. Let's see. So that doesn't really do anything. We have this Night of Autumn and a Pile Lands. The Pile Lands, hey, Pile Lands is fine. Totally reasonable. But with the Titan, we're already on a multi-6 basically, so we'll ship this back. And, okay, we've got Bitterinian, we've got lands, we've got some spells that we can actually cast, which is nice. I don't get how I want to play this. I have the Bitterinian, but I'm also kind of like just fine with the cards that we have. It just finds this auto piece. I mean, maybe pitch the Callous Blood Mage in a matchup that's bad, or the Skycap Conversion. We don't need Alien Interaction. Yeah, fair. The one thing I'm really thinking about is if we want to make sure we've got double white for the Skyclave. That or black. Red. I'm just going to go double white. Yeah? I think the best thing is probably to keep double white and get rid of the overrun tomb. And then, assuming we're going to pitch the Cowsplit Mage, just hope it's not a matchup where we need to exile our graveyard. And it draws a card as well, but hey. Alright, well, we want some interaction. We definitely want to be able to Bittering on here. I'll show you the Steam that's tapped. The most likely chance of having turn to interaction. Presumably mono green. Yeah, and there is a cure. Okay. Well, in a Fable. Looks decent. We will get this Cowsplit Mage out of here. Okay, that's interesting. Another bit of Iranian. So missing 4th land, missing like fires, all enigmatic. Problem. Mentally happy. They're 5 mana, they have a Cavalier, or Khan's problematic as well. See what they search for. We have the options of Skyclave Apparition, one of the Planeswalkers. We want to forgo playing Fable. Kind of depends if we draw a land. If we don't draw a land, I think I'm more likely to play Fable. Just so we know we're going to have a 4th land for next turn. Oh well. We have a really good chance of having a 4th land for next turn. That's Stone Brain. 3 other cards left. Because they still have access to 5 mana. They want to... Yeah. Does the Omen of the Forge change anything? Means we can maybe cut them off mana. Letting them double activate Khan is obviously really, really bad. But Cures give us an opportunity to deny mana. Think about it. We still don't have that land, but I feel like we have to do something. Yeah. We have to kind of play like they have no gas. We'll take the Khan away. They don't have another big payoff. These are Cure, they're at 5 lands, like they have Storm Festival. They could have Cavaliered last turn. Oh, they couldn't because they didn't have a land. Right. Oh, they could have. They're just gonna activate this straight away. Alright, what are we naming? Like Fires of Invention? See, they don't know we don't have a, Okay. Yeah, I guess Enigmatic. I'm gonna access some Enigmatics from my deck. Well, real opportunity to showcase the deck here, but, that's fine, we're not drawing any anyway. There are more games, this is best of 3. If you have a deck that you want to see me play, do let me know in the comments as well. Alright, so we have Omen of the Forge here. They've just 5, 6. So there's Storm Festival. Do we have a way to kill them off Storm Festival? No. I think we're incentivized to go Omen plus bit Iranian. Trying to work out how I want to, what I want to pitch. Missing back with Drino. Berserk sounds cool, but we're not animating anything right now. I think that's the most likely thing to pitch. And both the cards are quite black. Not hitting a land here is a little rough. I'll attack you. So if I have land, they can still in the festival. Okay, Love Strip Beast isn't that threatening right now. Let's draw them a card though. Alright. We have a land binding, but I kind of want to be able to, if possible, okay. Possible have more answers. That's another land. Got Bitteranian. Bitteranian pitch Rhino, make Fable. Leave Kiora. Leaving Kiora seems bad. I think we want to Fable Kiora. Habit's fairly fine. But doing that, yeah, okay. I think Shock and then we can go Fable plus Binding. Yeah. Got the loss of mana. Alright, let's see what's up. We're gonna get pressured by some 5/5s. Which is interesting. They are bigger than Siege Riding. A bit of a sedge, but that's fine. Probably. Hopefully. I just want to live the dream and Fable some Siege Rhinos, honestly. Alright, so let's Beast. They have Eldritch as well. Alright, you do the blue source. Well, we drew a blue source, that's actually what we want. We still can't cast a Siege Rhino. I kind of do want to just flip it. Probably is best to get rid of it. It's not like it's making a big impact on the battlefield. Yeah, we'll keep the Bitter Reunion. We'll just go dig with that if need be. Like, Bitter Reunion first then. Finish the breeding pool. Then make a second Fable. There's a black land. Okay, we're in a rough spot. We're not able to, like... Well... If we draw fires, we can go... Fires the Orient next. Which would be interesting. This is flipping... 100%. I want to keep life. Alright, now they've got 6 mana up to Storm. So... Now we are in danger. Danger. I'm not that old. Where? That's not what we wanted to draw. But, we do have Fable. Gonna cash these in. Okay. Okay. So, we can give the Reflection haste. Which lets the Skyclave, and then maybe, like, block and do some stuff. Because they didn't really get into much with the Storm Festival. So if we're doing that, I think we cycle Jetmere Garden. Need what, 2 mana? Come on. Three, 7, 8. Okay, we play this. We'll say go and see how that goes for us. Could be interesting. Could be interesting. So 5, 6, 7. They're not making much of mana of the next yet, but if they draw like, there's a bunch of things that could have drawn that profit much of mana. I did not know it made that noise. Alright, 5. I have a colorless. 7. I'm gonna animate. And I'm gonna swing with everything. Let me do this. The thing is that they get a thing, right? This seems fun. We go to 3. He changes 5/5 into a 3/3. That in itself is okay. That's a big draw. 7. Yeah. Let's gain 5, make a 4/4. Yeah. Full shock. Gain 5, make a... Let's try and do some damage as well. Do that. Battlefield. I'll make a 4/4, and I'll... There's like we have a part of stuff going on here, and then obviously next turn we get to make a copy of Titan, which is pretty sick, you know. Troll does give him much of Nykthos mana. Okay. Okay, okay. Elf. Yeah, we go copy Titan, blah. Cool. Alright, mono green. Kinda like, so, it's interesting. Temporary lockdown, because you can pot it away, it's actually quite good, because it clears up both Wolfwalker Haven and the Llanowar Elf, even if you don't have, like, the Allium in the Forge. Sometimes I feel like out of blue control, you, like, are meant to board in a Rest in Peace, so that the Cavaliers and the, Trolls don't get their effects. But obviously you're playing a bunch of verdicts there. We're not gonna really, I don't really want to board in, like, to Supreme Verdicts. We're kind of thinking about this Tyrannex Rex right now. Still thinking about what we want to cut. The Blood Mage does not need to be here. We're not like, don't really have necessarily to excuse me, exile graveyard, which is the main thing that this does on, I guess, a suitable thing. There's also, like, the big thing here is like getting that lifelink in, and we're not like trying to race particularly. I'm just like, do I want to board in this Tyrannex? Is it better than Agent of Breachery? Probably. Probably not. Especially given the way that Khan plays out nowadays, Agent of Treachery is pretty valuable. Yeah, okay, we'll leave the turn extracts on this level one. The idea of this is that, like, they don't have a wall of creatures anyway, but you only need to do, like, one point trap on it. Like, it gets through, like, Cavalier and a bunch of other stuff. But that's kind of just fine. Let's roll this up. It just kills your opponent fairly quickly if they don't have literally 8 power. 8 toughness. So this is online. These are not. Tough hand. We have one castable spell. It's pretty good. We have a lot of green and red lands on that to draw. See, we're on the draw already. I think I'm gonna keep this. Just because we do have early interaction. Obviously, if they have a hand that doesn't involve, like, Llanowar Elf, then it's a little bit shaky. Okay, Sparrows Headquarters is a nice draw. Leave it that then. Even so, if they go like Troll here, then this trial is gonna be pretty shook. Alright, Haven not. Oh, okay. Right. Well, let's trial one of these away. 3, 4. They're still gonna have access to 5 mana for, like, Cavalier if they want to. There's an Exhaust. There's a Nissa. This is pretty great. Let's let them untap for, like, 3 if they want. Wayland Binding's pretty good against that though. Maybe a Presence Wayland Binding draw. Okay. Oh, it's a Besage, not an Exhaust as well. Ooh, we're taking a lot of damage. And we have to kill Nissa now. This also gets our red spells online. It's playing Nissa, and, like, they're taking, like, 7 right now. Obviously, they're denying themselves some mana if they do that. But they are long cards. So we'll take 8. So we have Night of Autumn, which pops the Wolfwalker Haven. But again, that's a lot of damage coming back the other way. Fable does something similar, though, in terms of what we're deploying at ourselves. I think we go Night of Autumn and deploy a land. This is, is it better to... It probably is better as a 4/4. But if they protect both these, it won't block that. They're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Gosh, the green extra you give her. That down to 5. He died though. This is trample. 6. Yeah, I actually think we need to be counters on this. If they have still the Versatile, we cry, but yeah. Okay, okay. Interesting, interesting. The calming tones of MTG Arena. I'm still not sure how I feel about all the music and stuff. So let me know if it's good or bad, please. And while you're at it, why not subscribe to the channel? Way. I'm gonna say, you kind of have to make this block. It turns out a bunch of other stuff. Okay. Never part of the mana now. There is the Storm of the Festival. Alright. That could be GG. Obviously, like, we've still got stuff to go on, but being on 6 life already as well is probably pretty tough given the Luster Beast. Some more Wolf Allies. Yeah, the temporary lockdowns look really good. Okay. Does that save us? Let me try. Pass like this. See what's up. To be fair, we're pretty close to being able to get rid of both Land Oracles. Maybe that's a strat, just so they don't have a 1-1. Oh, they have infinite mana. Yup. We storming. We'd be able to do this without the elves as well, because they would have had the. They'll just tap this. Yes. We're not forced to use the Lost Red Rings, we're just heavily incentivized to. Which sucks, because they have these things over here. I could have gone on 1. That was the alternative. Well, like. Three. There's the Leveler. Yeah, Leveler is one of the reasons why we want to play Agent of Treachery. Getting to steal it and get these hatchrings is pretty nice. It's not gonna cut it. Maybe I do want about it just to catch back up. Especially if they're on Nissus, we kill all their lands as well. You can think about that. Yeah, let's scoop him up here. Okay. It's tough because the mono green, like the mono green draw, can play out in a way that Verdict matters, or in a way that Verdict really doesn't. Similar with like the removal spells earlier, like if they just have like no mana, like they don't have a Llanowar Elf, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh well, that's actually kind of good because we had the interaction for that bit, but not like the Wolf Haven or whatever. Yeah. Brings in Verdicts. We get to be able to play as well here. The Tolsmere is not up to much. There's nothing in the deck that it fights. That makes sense. And it felt Llanowar off. It is a 5 to go through, but we have some good 5s. Not that the Kenrith's doing a ton here. And then no, I wasn't keen on it before. We'll keep it. We're in one verdict, just one. You know, a little bit of a hedge. I think I use that button too much now. On the play. I mean, there is our Okay, so we have this verdict. We have an Island's presence. We have 2 lands, including the presence, which is almost like more Fable on the play Fires. Like we have a lot going on. We're gonna keep this. The ability to go like Fires, Supreme Verdict on a turn is very, very powerful. We have the presence to carry us through. The thing is that we don't have we don't have lots of we don't have like any interaction for like Elvish Mystic. Well, yeah, the actual mana bit. It's just tough because once they have the mana, it's like okay, well, they could top deck Storm the Festival at any moment. That's what you're typically looking for. They've also mulliganed, it looks like. So hey. Maybe it's okay. Yeah, but this time we're kind of looking to do our own, to kind of get to our own proactive things before they can properly set up and get online. Alright, they're taking their time. So yeah. Alright. Oh, they multi 4. Right, that's why. Okay. I feel a little bit better about it. Lair. Alright, we did draw land. They have lands. It can't be that bad. Oh, I want to play the headquarters because that one doesn't require me to. Yeah, ideally, we don't have to play this Grasshopper Mimic. Okay, this is really rough for them. We'll play Fable. I'll play this as a land. So we get our Fires online. Then we get to go Fires, Enigmatic. And things start looking pretty good. I think there's one bit. Oh, wait, no, it's based land side. Wow, I'm dumb. Rafine's Tower. Yeah. Do that. That feels bad. I just gonna skip it up. Fair enough. Well, that wasn't much of a game 3, and so let's play another match, I guess. I'll see you in the next one. Okay, match number 2. Well, look. Lands and Fable is tempting. Always tempting. We have the Boseiju, which kind of prevents some interaction. And we know we're going to be able to turn to the Fable, and we've got some Cycle lands, so like, forget Super Flooded, we can cycle into these. We're on the play. We can also, you know, loot off the Fable. I'm going to keep it. Seems stupid, but here we are. Judge me later. We'll make the try to start with. No! That is the most typical, I think. It's a very well-deserved Thoughtseize. I mean, hey, it's fine. Cycle lines, Yorion, etc. Totally reasonable. I'll play this untapped, and I will cycle the Satellite Triumph if need be. Looks to be mono black mid range. Getting a bit of traction recently. It's just a go. Sure. We'll cycle this. Okay. Does the land let me cast this? Black, green, white? Sure. We'll make a Siege Rhino. Going back to the old school. Can you feel the vibe? Don't want to get copyrighted by the Baha Man. Alright. I'm a murderous rider come down. About 13 already. Okay. We have to Boseiju for this. Ooh. I don't want to let them get any extra cards at all. Yeah. There are going to be tons of great targets. Like, they have a Nykthos here, but this Nykthos isn't doing anything, like, for a while. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm fairly confident they don't have an instant speed way to use their mana. So we'll just run this. Alright. And so now I'm looking at, like, okay, maybe I'm gonna open another Forge here for base damage. And then be able to untap Enigmatic. Of course, they might just have another Thoughtseize or something like that, though, which would also be tough. But once we have the Enigmatic in play, I don't really sort of shape. Well, we don't want to. We don't want to put him in the forge of that one. Okay. Don't misclick it. Alright, good. And then we should be able to Spectral Apparition here. Spectral Apparition, Skyclave Apparition. I say that wrong all the time. Alright. No Obliterators, haters, Persecutors slow. Hero of Blade Hold, I don't think so. Single horrifying fact that ought to make your knees shake is generally one or two colossal mistakes for a world like. Wow. Things you never forget, huh? Anyway. If you know what that is, and are not very sad to hear it, let me know. But hey. Alright, cool. They're gonna kill this guy by apparition, they go there 4-4. It's not as dangerous, fortunately. Not falling out with much. Ooh. Well, that is tough. They have a bunch of removal. I don't like pitching this. If we play the Orion's getting sad, right? Yeah. And otherwise it's getting discarded. One of those things is gonna happen. Few cards left in hand. Do we gamble? Can we gamble? Can we go for the ultimate gamble?
I'll take my zombies and leave.
No removal spell, no removal spell, no removal spell, no removal spell. No removal spell. No blocks. Pass the turn. Nothing else. Don't even worry about it. Okay, that's at least gonna get another card out of my hand. They could just +1, to be fair. That would also be funny. I mean, they -2 and then +1, but maybe they don't. Alright, interesting. Let's get cards out of their hand too. Sure. I'll keep a card in hand because I don't care about this one and I would like them to discard the card that they have in hand if possible. They might just be able to play it, of course, but okay. I'd rather them play off less information. Fine. Alright, what do we win? We win a Fatal Push? Yeah, fair, it's not very good. That's sort of trespass here. Yeah, we'll end the game fairly quickly if you don't draw anything. So, like, any enchantment in our deck is pretty good. Trial, also totally fine. No attacks. Get rid of this. We're gonna go find. Yeah, the Cleric's pretty interesting. The. That is also pretty interesting, you know. We can get another deputy. We get another deputy, take it all the armor. I think it has to meet this cleric. Search for a leyline binder. Okay. See how they play this. So we can block the Gateway Trespasser, that's part of the reason why this is good. They can, of course, downtick Liliana, which is a bit awkward for this. There are some things that Deputy does that, like, Sky Clear Apparition can't do, but then there are times like this you're like, if only... Is this Sky Clear Apparition? I'm gonna snap off the block. Now are you down ticking? What are we doing? Field Overrun. I mean, Field Overrun is pretty good. There might be one basic. I don't remember off the top of my head. I literally said this earlier in the video. I can't remember. Okay, there's the one planes. Big oops. They have this Murderous Rider, which they've not cast yet. And they've got Liliana to... A plus, okay.
I'm tired of your secrets.
There's the Rider. Oh, of course, I'm dumb. The Field of Ruin resets the woman character. That's why it's... We got our planes, but we didn't last very long. Okay. Where are we at? I'm gonna take this up no matter what. I'd rather have a 7-land than play at this point. They don't seem inclined at all to want to like downtick into the deputy just to get another Liliana. They'd rather have one floating, which makes some sense. Yeah, does make some sense. I mean, at this point, I'd be attacking me because I'm at 7. You just downtick, get a new one, then you still get to up to. At this point, we keep the heart in the hand, right? It's 2 piles. Gonna play it. Alright. What's up? You get this interesting interaction where you're like, okay, I get to pick where the deputy goes. Do I get my Liliana back? So they separate and we choose. And the tile we choose is the one that gets sacrificed. If I remember correctly. Well. Lands or Enigmatic plus Deputy. We have any more 3-drops to search? We have a Mimic. I'm gonna have to choose. Oh, sorry. Back. We have 2-drop enchantments we can cast. I think that's our only way out of the game, basically. This way also denies them an Liliana. I'll make the block. Aetherborn. Okay, it's literally the worst draw on the deck right now. It's not totally over, but it's almost over. Yep. May gain your life. Top deck another Thoughts of the day. Yeah, we can get. Oh.
Enough.
Now we down ticking? No. Alright. One more turn cycle. To be fair, you just down tick. One time they down tick. The one time. One time they might down tick this Liliana. Da da da. I did think about it. Alright. Cool. Let's go to game 2.
Happy to help, but I
So, again, not a huge fan of Zer here. Not a huge fan of the Blood Mage, kind of just chilling. Apparition, we did see some kind of nightmarish stuff. I don't mind the verdicts as much. It's a way to deal with the Obliterator. This is quite nice because it gets around most of their removal if they don't have like 7 lands in play. Oh well, it gets around a lot of their removal if they don't have like 7 lands in play. Other than that, there are some points where stealing some play like the problem is that all the 7s always look good. Yeah, maybe we just leave in some extra 7s. The Tollsmith, the Wolf fights like Aetherborn, the other 2 drops, but also dies. It's not doing a ton, right? Yeah, I should maybe take out the Deputy Detention. Having a second effect like that is super important. I am not confident. Tollsmith is good. It's just pretty underwhelming in this matchup. We'll cut it. Alright. You back up with this 80. See how we do. Oh yeah, Crisis, like Crisis. Interesting. Oh, we have none of those presents, which kind of makes this hand a lot better. Obviously, we do kind of get swept by Thoughtseize. We do have the Element Forge we can cast. Like, there's some stuff going on. I feel alright about it. Alright. We have infinite 2s. I think we just cast those presents so we've got it out. One of them Seiju seems fun and ironic. Alright. Ooh. Incarnation's nice. See what they do here. Yeah, and we have like right here. We should get the trial that away. Would like to draw a land. Land would be solid. Yeah, we have backup trial with Omen. Trespasser. Fair enough. Yep. Ah. 4th land allows like a... If we Enigmatic, we could go get Moonblast Carrick, which would get Fires. I do kind of like just trialing here though. Yeah. Let's keep the ball clear. Because obviously they're gonna have a pile of real spells. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna go Enigmatic. And they're not gonna have a ton of answers. Well, they're mono black. Obviously, they don't have a ton of answers for this. We'll go trial. We'll get the Moonblast Carrick. Go and find the other namesake card of the deck. Enigmatic Fires. Yeah. Alright. Settle in. Might be in for the long haul. Oh, boom. At the -6. I'd love to see it. I'd do it. Of course. Good. But, Arena we have some answers for, kind of. You can put that trial away too. I think we're just going to accelerate the pace. I'm going to move to combat first. Get in with a cleric. Fires Rhino and then blow up the Phyrexia arena sounds pretty good, but we kind of just commit a bunch to the board. Alright. This makes me feel a little bit better about it. We don't have a blue source, so I'm gonna get rid of this. I'll manage enchantment, look at the arena. Wild card advantage now. Okay. Solid. Giraffes is solid. Good. Next time we're gonna get to make more sea dragons. Maybe. Let's go to combat. Maybe we don't get to make more sea dragons. Sure. Yeah, the 10, down to 8. I kinda wanna save Yorion. Safe and not in my hand. I'll mimic here. Get some counters, try and lethal. So we'll animatic their animatic away. Yeah, because we're gonna activate Kennerith to reanimate, right? Yeah. Let's do that. Kind of tempted to grab Elesh Norn, we've not really used her much yet. She is very good, but okay. So what we got? We have a lethal attack with an Atmosphere Sweeper. We can reanimate Sea Rhino. That sounds like fun. Don't know if opponent is thinking or deciding to just make us wait. But hey, they're up a game. Seems you know, well wooed. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Deck's really sweet. There's a few different things you can play that you can play entirely without black as well. Obviously there's a lot of fun to be had with Trial Ambition. And the other things we don't have Change the Rocks, which is another reason to kind of go this route to get another early removal spell. You can still play without the black card, so even then you still kind of tend to play the Callous Mage just for the exile effects. Graveyards. It's alright, you know. Okay, man. Maybe they just got to go, okay. That's the front door or something. I'll ask the opponent mold to attack. Multiple and then conceded, so this isn't great. I hope they come back. Spoiling my video. So yeah, the video's play. You see how that plays out. Some lines. How are you gonna use the silver bullets and stuff? But yeah. And this game's been 3 minutes. The last one was 25. I don't think I'll have time to fit another match in, I'm afraid. Oh, sorry. This match has taken a while, and the last one took a while. I don't know if that's just the game or that's the match. Well, okay. Yeah, so that was cool. If you enjoyed, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please do subscribe to the channel, etc. If you've got a deck you want to see me play, let me know in the comments. I've got some fun stuff kind of cooked up on the horizon here. Some of these you've seen, some of them not quite yet. But hey, if there's anything you want to see me play, do let me know. Other than that, peace, have a nice day, and Enigmatic Fires is great. Yeah. Bye.